think a lot of students have just gotten another sense of how to belong and how to create relationships outside of what were the traditional avenues.
And a lot of my students talk about how they feel safe in the esports program, and that's their family, that's their community. And I think that esports gives kids a future that they might otherwise not have.
Man, I wish that had been available when I was in high school.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the GHSA Rocket League Grand Final. My name is Perino. I am joined by my co-caster, Audio. Audio, we are here in the state of Georgia today, and we are bringing two great high schools to the forefront for a Rocket League final.
Yep, Pickens County versus Forsyth Central are going to be facing off here today in this best of 7 championship.
So much fun, so much excitement. I am so ecstatic for us to watch these games and for the players to be a part of it. This has been such a great series for everyone.
Yeah, and let's not waste any time. We're going to get right into it. These players are facing off right now. Pickens County, little bit of a note, they are defending their title. They were your 2019 spring champions. This is the 2019 fall championship going on right now. As you can see, early aggression from their side.
Yes, and Forsyth Central trying to find a counterattack here on the blue side, in TJ coming right out and opening it up for Forsyth.
Great mid pass there. Kit Kat just comes it right off the wall, sets it up in the middle, and TJ drives it home.
I love it. That's a great name. TJ just comes right off the tongue, but he also comes right off the front post and knocks that goal home.
All right, we'll see what Pickens County can do to fight back. They have on the defensive look right now. Kartar does find a nice save. As you can see, dribbling it down, Mason has a look at the goal, but Kit Kat finds the push away.
That was really nice from Kit Kat there. He had to avoid the attacking player to avoid the bump or the demolition. Really nice 1v2 stop.
Absolutely. Now Mason, you can see his perspective as he throws it into the middle, and Kartar finds the shot. Pickens County will tie it up 1-1.
And actually, I really love the play from Mason here. Notice how he sticks with that, finds Aura to Carter through the middle. All three players getting involved at the end of this one. Really, really nice play. Very clean goal.
We've already seen two great goals come from either side. This is going to be a matchup to really watch. Pickens County, they may be the defending champions, but Forsyth is getting them a run for their money.
Oh, they certainly will. Pickens County coming with a great individual game record, 21-1. So in 7 series, only dropping 1 game is a phenomenal record. On the flip side, Forsyth coming in at 17-7 will have something to prove, but they've looked good so far.
Yeah, coming in a bit of the underdogs, but especially when you're looking at these brackets, neither of these teams really played each other much, so it might be a case of just strength of bracket. They didn't really have any good competition coming up until now. So Aura coming in, another goal. Pickens County trying to make the claim that they are the 2-time champions, coming with another long shot goal.
And this is just a little unfortunate from Forsyth Central here. 2 of the midfield players both going for the same ball, neither finding great contact. It just opens up the play for Pickens County. They take that goal 100 times out of 100.
Yeah, just not having that man back on defense, not having the foresight that their goal was left wide open. You saw Pickens County take full advantage of that, are able to find the stop there. He's going to dribble it up the field, a little bit of a contention. Dead stop there from either side. As Pickens County once again will be playing on defense.
Yes, so clean to find the pressure there as both teams looking for another goal.
Great aerial setup, and it goes in. Kartar, his second of the game, off a nice assist from his teammate, Aura.
Yes, and a really nice play from Carter here, just coming in off the side, finding the goal from the near post. Really, really nice from him. Pickens County jumping out now 3-1.
Off to a really early lead. This is a good look for the defending champs. And whoa, almost another one coming in, just a little bit higher. Lower would have gone into that goal. Kartar almost had his third. Mason, though, he'll pick it up instead.
What a beautiful play from Mason, just breaking the Forsyth defense here. Finding a really nice touch up above the net, swinging it right back down. Pickens County now coming out and rolling in this game.
And I love that Pickens County, we've actually seen them, it would almost seem like a majority of the game on the defensive end. Although once they get that possession, as soon as it's on the opposing side of the field, they almost always immediately score. This is a very calculated and aggressive team that knows when to take good looks.
Yes, they're very clinical with their shooting, which you love to see. So much of Rocket League is being able to find really effective shots. As you see another one coming in.
Great save there by Buddy RV. It's going to be thrown back towards the middle. Can they sneak it in? That one just a little bit too far for the right
Mason
for
almost
Mason.
styling with the double touch there. It was a really nice read for him.
It was still pretty stylish.
It was really stylish, but it just doesn't quite go in. You can afford to be a little bit stylish when you're up 3 goals with just over a minute to go.
Yeah, Pickens are feeling very comfortable with 1 minute left on regulation. Forsyth have to come out with something fast if they want to take this one to OT.
They certainly do. This is a good spot for them right here. They have to throw their players forward and try and find that goal. So much work to do in just under a minute.
Yeah, this one looks like it may be a little bit out of reach, but it's a good thing that we have plenty more Rocket League to play. Best of 7 here, so even if Forsyth can't make the miracle run, they are far from out.
No, they are certainly not done. This is only game number 1. It's a bit of a testing ground.
Ooh, great setup there in the middle. No attackers to follow up on that one, though, because Pickens County once again taking the long shot. Buddy RV with a great block off the top of the goal.
And we just mentioned it earlier. Notice the placement of that shot, too. From midfield all the way into the top corner, defender had to use every bit of boost that he had to get up to it.
Just under 10 seconds remaining means Pickens County going to have this one in the bag. Once that timer hits 0, wait a second, Kit Kat comes up with a last-second goal, but just a little bit too little, a little bit too late.
And this is a really nice adjustment from Kit Kat in the air, coming up behind that ball and just turning it on target, recognizing there's no one in the net and that he has the last man beat. It is a nice play from Kit Kat, but as you mentioned, not going to be enough in game number 1 here.
That was a mental goal. That's Forsyth coming in here and saying, hey, we're not done. We'll see you in game 2. At least they closed the gap just a little bit. And what an impressive showing, though, from the defending champions in Pickens.
Yes, really, really strong start to game number 1 from them. A little bit shaky early on. They allow Forsyth to go in the lead. Okay, they scored on us, but they immediately regrouped. They came right back to it. Really, really nice finishing on their half. Just the shot placement, so good.
And it's that tenacity that is so important when you come into these, championship series and you go down a goal early. That can be a little bit daunting, but Pickens fighting right back, and now they have the 1-0 game lead. Now into game number 2, they'll be looking to extend that with an early goal almost going through. Another good look at it. Will the third time be the charm? No. Finally, Forsyth is able to clear it out.
And another really, really strong start for Pickens County in the opening seconds of game 2 here. They apply so much pressure. Their shots are so good. They nearly found one there. Just not quite good enough, though, as they continue on the attack still.
Buddy grabbing some boost and knocking that one clear of the goal. You see R now on defense for Pickens County. This is where they spend a lot of their game, but really look at them once they do get the possession of the ball, get it into Forsyth's court, because that's where they really start to shine. Forsyth looking to complete on a couple of these goals early. Cartar is going to come in with a demolition, buy his team some space.
Yeah, and the game has slowed down a little bit as we, get through the first minute of play here in game 2. I think both teams are just trying to establish a foothold in this game, see, okay, what is my opponent capable of doing really? How can we adjust to each other? They're just kind of figuring each other out here.
Yeah, we do see Kit Kat with a good demolition. That's going to stop the drive dead in its tracks. The ball thrown back towards the goal. Kit Kat not able to find a position on that one. Now rushing back to defense. And then back and forth, kind of almost like a ping pong battle here. The ball never really finding a good look. These teams still feeling each other out, still early in the series. They got plenty of time to work out the kinks.
Well, and nobody wants to make the first mistake, right? You don't want to overextend or go for something that is out of your reach and allow a goal to be scored. Still a 0-0 scoreline here. and you don't want to just concede that opener for no reason. So I think both teams playing it conservative, but we'll see who can break out first.
Ooh, good contestation there by Kit Kat. He gets it towards the goal uncontested, but no allies there. DJ TJ, almost a nice shot as a demolition comes through from Aura. And I love that Forsyth are at least hanging on in this game. I mean, after that first game, we're a little bit worried, but they're keeping their cool, and they're really making it hard for Pickens to find those shots.
Well, and I think the adjustment that they've had is they've really done a much better job contesting in the midfield. They haven't allowed Pickens County to really take too many shots on target so far. They could be under a little bit of duress now, though.
Yeah, these rapid fire shots coming in from Pickens right now. Only one of them has to go through. How long can Forsyth actually hang on? We know those extended defensive looks can be exhausting.
They certainly can be, and the other element is there's only so much boost to go around in your own half of the field. Again, players can fill their tanks up to 100, but there's a limited amount of boost available on the field at any time, so you really have to do well to manage your rotations and your boost in a way that
there's
you
a
don't
good look. Turned away by Mason. That was almost the first goal of the game. We have yet to see either side score with just under 2 minutes left. Ooh! There it is, though, DJ TJ. A great shot from off the corner.
Oh, look at this redirect from DJ TJ coming from downtown, going up early. Look at the air roll under the ball. That placement is so nice. Notice how he angles underneath it to sort of turn that ball up and inside the post. Really, really nice finish there.
You see DJ TJ's tag there, the Flip Lord, living up to that name here in game number 2. And if there was a better time to live up to that name, it's wide open there. Kit Kat comes back in and saves that from evening it up.
And I think the attacker there might have had almost the whole net to shoot at. I think he just picked the wrong side. The defensive rotation was coming in from that right post. Defender able to make a save, but that was a really good look from Pickens County.
It was. Forsyth able to come out with the stop. 1-0 lead. Just a minute left to hang on to that goal. And they'll tie this series up. Give us a really competitive look.
Trust me, this is a long 60 seconds.
Only one shot has to go in. If we do go to a tie, it will be a sudden death where first goal will take the game. And that can last a while. And the way these teams are just going back and forth, who knows what we will see there. As Buddy RV comes up with another save. Really just kind of the stone wall for Forsyth here.
And I really like this play
a
from
really
DJ.
nice congestion. Able to get it past 2, but Mason comes in clutch. He will not get past 3.
DJ almost taking it the whole way himself. But I really like that play, though, just trying to break the defense.
Kit Kat, another great save. Pickens County, they're coming out in force right now. They know their backs are against the wall, but that ball being shot, Kit Kat from downtown will put the game just out of reach.
And this is such a smart play from Kit Kat. He flips into the ball, knowing the defender's behind it. You can get that pinch effect where both cars go into the ball at the same time. It just squirms right out and all the way into back of Pickens County net. That should be enough for Forsyth to take this game.
That was absolutely beautiful. Now just 10 seconds left. Pickens would need to score right now to even have a hope. But no, Buddy RV is going to kick them while they're down and put them up 3-0.
This is what we call the wrong way here. You want to try and put that on the other side. That touch not going to work here for Pickens County. Again, too much of a mountain to climb at the end of game 2.
Just unfortunate there. The only bad goals are the ones you score yourself. Unfortunately, Pickens County, they made a bad goal. And that one, another good look, but once that ball hits the ground, we will have a tie on our hands as the Dog Dynasty are able to come back in force.
Yeah, such a wonderful turnaround from them. A really defensive game as well. They found their goal, and they just stuck to that defensive stalwart. They denied so many good looks from Pickens County. I was really impressed by the rotation and the challenges that came out from Forsyth Central.
Yeah, and let's hope they can keep up this really defensive play throughout the series, because we saw in game 1 a lot of goals went over in favor of Pickens, but maybe it just needed some time to adjust. Now we see Forsyth, they've kind of got their number. They figured out how Pickens are playing.
They certainly have, but still a long way to go in this series. Both teams tied it up at 1 game apiece, so anything can happen here. Let's find out who will come atop game number 3.
Ball already hanging in front of the goal, just sitting there for a while, not quite able to sneak it into the pocket. Aura, a little bit off on that one. Pickens, though, they're going to continue this cannon barrage of shots. Trying to keep it on.
Oh, this is problematic.
Not a good look. You see Aura now just attacking the actual defenders, getting really physical with its play.
Yeah, Forsyth almost suffering from a positional lapse there, but able to sort of clear it up. Last man getting a touch towards the post. They managed to figure it out. A little bit nervous early. That was almost a great shot right there. Holy cow.
Good look, but a little bit too wide. Defenders were in his way. Kit Kat trying to juggle it up in the air. Pass it to his teammate. Aura is not going to have any of that right now. And you see a good look. Saved by DJ TJ. This looks like we might be in for another low-scoring game as both these teams are just so solid on defense. As I say it, Mason YT is able to find the shot.
Yes, and look at the positioning as well from Mason. Just so patient, letting his teammates go in front of him. Once he jumps up for that ball, no one left in the net. That's as wide open as you'll find it. Pickens County jumping out ahead in this one.
Once again, they are off to an early lead. Kit Kat tried to go up to look for the response shot there, but not enough boost to finish it off. See Buddy RV, he's back on defense. Oh, doesn't quite make it, and that mistake is gonna let Kartar reap the rewards.
It's almost waiting a little bit too much. It's almost like you get too much time to think about it. You see that ball just sort of floating in front of you.
In your own head.
It's in your own head. You know the stakes of this series. You know what's on the line here. Just perhaps thinking about it a little bit too much, but regardless, Pickens County, they're going to be there, and they're going to score those 100%.
But it's those little mistakes that can win or lose you these championships. Both these teams so incredibly talented, and it's a game of inches here in Rocket League. So now, good offensive look for Forsyth Central. They're going to knock it back into the corner. Will be cleared away by Pickens. See a little bit of a reset coming in.
Kit Kat working on such a little boost there.
Yeah, making good use of what little resources he has. Ball just hanging around this midfield, not really finding its way onto either corner.
That can be a dangerous proposition too when you have zero boost. You typically want to try to recover at least a little bit so that you can generate some power on your touches. When you don't have that boost, it's hard to get good ball striking ability, but it seems to have worked out for now.
It was a good stop there by Kartar, making sure the ball does not go any further. Buddy RV back on defense, could be looking for a goal. Aura knocks it away. Great aerial defense.
Really nice save here, but the pressure's still on for Forsyth. They're trying to find the opener here in game 3. Let's see if they can get a pass open.
Are going to send it off to the middle. It is Kit Kat who just continually keeping this one in the offensive side. As Pickens are just desperately trying to clear this one away. And like you said, these long, drawn-out defenses, you get low on boost, it can be difficult. But they are finally able to get onto Forsyth's side of the field and now get some more resources back to themselves. They find a demolition. Buddy is able to knock that one up above the goal and keep it safe.
Yes, and just really nice play from Forsyth there, I thought. Maintaining that pressure, right? Rotating really well and trying to find the ball touches where they could, but just really no clean, good looks at goal. If they continue to work it, though, they will find an opening.
Eventually, they will find the cracks in those armor. It's a 2-0 lead so far for Pickens. This kind of defensive stalemate is going to benefit them. It's just a little bit over a minute left. Forsyth have to find an angle soon.
Yes, just over 60 seconds here. I wonder if they're going to be able to do it. I think for Forsyth, the way that they're playing right now, they just have to be more aggressive. Buddy RV is able
to get past a couple defenders, but Aura will not be beaten. And he's going to send that one onto the other side of the field. Forsyth, a minute left in regulation. Have to come up big with a goal. Buddy, he's going to look for another drive. This one's hanging up in the center. Mason, he's going to clear that one out of there over to his teammates. And Pickens will be safe once again.
And you can see that Pickens are just sort of playing a slow game here. They're very content with this 2-goal lead, not really trying to force anything, just trying to play smart and effective defense. It's working for now. 30 seconds.
Kit Kat trying to find that flip once again, but Pickens aren't going to be fooled twice by that move. And now with 20 seconds left, Aura with an incredible save.
And a really nice clearance as well. Another shot coming through, this one turned aside. Just an onslaught coming out from Forsyth. They have to send everything.
3 shots, 3 blocks, and that should secure Pickens County with a 2-1 lead. Just a few seconds left, but the win out of reach as Forsyth will not be able to find the game this time around.
No, they will not, but this was a very complete game from Pickens County. They just scored when they had their opportunities, and then they immediately turned around. Once they had that 2-goal lead, they said, all right, we're just going to play really solid, fundamental defense. We're going to lock this game down, and they did a really good job of doing that.
Kind of the story of this series, right? A team gets off to an early lead, and then they just sit back on defense. They're able to just block all those shots and never let their opponents get a chance to come back into the game. So these early couple minutes will be so important as we look at these teams who can get off to that early lead.
Oh, Mason? Oh my, he almost found a really, really nice shot.
Wasn't able to find it in. Buddy RV goes on the offensive. Just going to take Carter out of play.
Yes, and I think some of that technical prowess has been in the favor of Pickens County here. Their goal-scoring ability is so predominant in this series. They can find angles and looks from just about anywhere, and they're really good about using all 3 members of their team on offense. I think that has been to their advantage so far. I don't know how Forsyth counters it. They have to be careful here.
Ooh, the look, and it rolls on, and Mason is going to be the first one on the board here in game number 3.
And look at how casual this touch is from Mason. He sees both defenders trying to close the challenge, just pops it right up onto the wall, straight to himself. He knows it's open. Very nice, easy peasy. Mason finding the opening goal here for Pickens County.
That's where you spam the nice shot there in the chat.
It was a nice shot.
It absolutely was. No credit taken away from him. He just makes it look so darn easy. DJ TJ going to take R off the field. Mason, he has the look. Kartar in the pass. Not able to find the connection, though. That very well could have been a score.
And actually a really nice stop from Aura in the back end as well. Another great look for Kit Kat. Forsyth doing a good job. Once they find the stop on defense, they transition very, very quickly back onto offense.
That fast break has been so important for them. This one flipped up. R is able to knock it down, but Buddy has the rebound, and he's going to even this one up.
And look at the bounce this takes off the crossbar here. It comes straight out and down. Buddy is in a good spot. He just reads that ball coming back to him. A nice finish from him. It's an equalizing goal for Forsyth Central.
And that can be so difficult for Ara, the defender there. He thought that one was going to come in. He set himself up for it, but that bar on the top side of the goal really just put it on an awkward bounce that he wasn't ready for.
The crossbar can be your best friend or your worst enemy. That ball can take such unpredictable moves off the crossbar. It's so difficult to predict how exactly the ball bounces out from there. Fortunately for Buddy in that spot, it came right back out to him. He was able to see it and understand it as it came. And yeah, it's sometimes you just get that break.
Well, the break is exactly what Forsyth needed as they're able to tie this one up 1-1 with the defensive game that we've been seeing. Keeping that early tie can be so important. Otherwise, Pickens will just shut you out. Great look from DJ, but Carter was right there on the stop.
I love how Forsyth are working their offense, though. They're just pinging these shots back and forth as this one
hanging in front of the goal. That was just a little bit too high to hammer home. Mason had a good look there. Pickens County, they are going to be here on the offense. Can Forsyth stop them from coming out to another lead?
Oh, this is problematic.
That was another really good look, but we've seen Buddy RV be so clutch. Mason, though, the big scorer here for Pickens County, comes up once again.
Yeah, and I think Kit Kat wishes he might have done a little bit better there. Just doesn't find a great touch on the outlet. Tried to work it past the last defender and Mason, but Mason coming right up, making no mistake about it, just driving that one home into the net.
Comes the kickoff. Carter is able to send it off to the side and right towards the goal. A kickoff goal for Carter.
Yes, and straight off the kickoff too, it just bounces right back up to him. He's in the perfect spot. Again, we talk about bounces that just go your way right off the kickoff. So unpredictable, but Carter in a great spot, in a great finish.
Able to adapt to those unpredictable bounces is such a key skill. Carter looking for another one, but Buddy is there.
Yes, this time Forsyth Central aware of the danger. They had the defender back there, able to turn that one aside.
Carter going to be looking for another look. He has been so clutch on these defenses. Pass it up to Aura. That one is a little bit too high, with some great aerial movements from Pickens. However, it is Buddy who takes the shot for him. Carter back on defense is able to turn it away.
And again, a really, really critical stop for Carter there. In a 2v1 situation, you're just hoping that you can save the shot when it comes. He did have a good read on the attacker, turned it aside, it keeps Pickens County ahead.
Just a minute and a half left. Pickens County, this is where they are so good. They have a 2-goal lead, and they're phenomenal at just shutting down the opponent's offense, not letting them close that gap.
Oh, that was such a good look there.
This one, couple of good shots by Forsyth, going to be turned away. As Pickens County, this is that stone brick defense we love to see.
It certainly is. But now Forsyth Central, with 60 seconds to go, they just have to continue to the offensive press. They cannot get away from it now. Everyone has to be up and rolling here. They need to find two. Can they get it?
Forsyth Central, we've already seen one kickoff goal this game. They only need to put one more shot in the net to have a look at that one. A bit of a traffic jam here in front of Forsyth's goal as many members just come to a dead stop around that ball. A dead stop is what Pickens County wants. There's just 30 seconds left. They're in a good spot to take home game number 4. Great save by Kit Kat is going to keep keep the lead from growing even larger.
Yes, and that's the other critical element of this as well, right? As much as you need to score, you cannot afford to concede as that one just doesn't quite find the last man pushing up. That should be it here for Pickens County. I think they got this game 4 in the bag.
TJ a little bit low on that one. 3 seconds left. That will do it for game number 4 as Pickens County comes off to the 2-3-1 lead, I believe.
Yes, they
Correct me
do.
if I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure. Math is a little bit difficult on the desk
Don't
for
do
us.
math on desk.
Trying to talk and think at the same time, never a good combination. But yes,
I
they
can barely do one at a time.
make sure to pay attention in your math classes. But
All
yes,
right,
it
to
is
just
3
get
to 1.
confirmation, it is going to be 3-1. Lost track of the score there with Pickens County. Incredible showing so far. We've seen them time and time again now. They come off to these early leads and they fall back on defense. They get into that shell and never let Forsyth get a chance to close the gap.
And I really think the difference in these games has been that finishing ability. Forsyth Central, they've had some really good looks, but the shots and the passes just haven't quite connected in the end. I think the difference is that Pickens County, when they're generating those chances, they're just converting at a higher percentage.
And that can be that technical ability, right? In those high pressure situations where it is really the smallest inches that separate a goal from a blocked shot, where Pickens County are able to come out on top.
Yes, and I think the game plan for Pickens County is simple here. This is match point, but Carter will find the opening goal.
Carter has the game plan and he executes perfectly. As you can see him coming off the side. Aura just running interference, no defenders in position.
Yes, and it's such a critical opening goal for Pickens County. It will allow them to dictate the pace of this game here. Forsyth, they have everything on the line here, backs against the wall. They can't lose this game, so now they have to play from behind as well. It'll give Pickens County the space to just do as they please, really.
It's game point for Pickens County. One more will name them the back-to-back champions. You know they want that title. It's so close they can almost taste it. Forsyth trying to run their play foul as they are going to try to take that championship away for themselves.
Yes, they certainly are, and they have to force the issue here. I just wonder if, do you try and play good defense and hit them on the counterattack? Do you try and press everyone forward and generate the pressure? I don't know. I think they're just going to have to look for the chances as they find them, but it's a huge ask.
It's so difficult because Pickens County makes so few mistakes. They always seem to be 1, 2, 3 steps ahead. So Forsyth looking for those openings. They never really get them.
No, they don't, and that's the thing. When you have the openings, you need to be able to convert.
Good look. Nobody there, but Buddy RV is able to get there fast enough. The miracle save.
Yes, Buddy coming across at the last second, an absolute hero. As again, DJ TJ, the saves coming out left, right, and center for Forsyth. They have to continue to defend.
So many shots blocked these last 30 seconds from Forsyth. They're making sure that lead does not grow any larger, but that's not going to be enough. They have to be able to create their own advantages here. And here's a good look, not able to connect.
No, and it's so close, but just no goal there. The right idea, they found that ball just sort of sitting and lurking on the goal line, but credit Pickens County. They didn't panic. They were able to clear the danger aside and allow themselves to reset.
Making sure that they don't make any more work for themselves. Is 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in regulation. Mason takes a shot that's turned away. As you can see, Buddy RV looking for the long shot. Straight into Mason, though, going to put it back in. Pickens possession. This could be a good look, and there it is.
So clinical from Mason here. Again, just watch how he takes his time, gets right under this ball, and just finesses it right under the crossbar, beats the last man straight up. Credit to him, that's a great goal.
Absolutely, just the patience and the amount of shots that Pickens is putting in. It seems like when you're comparing the number of shots that have been taken across the two teams, Pickens is so far in the lead, and it shows that rapid-fire offense that they're really running.
Yes, and I credit the pace of play of Pickens as well when they're on offense. They're jumping so quick for these balls. They're getting up and at it as soon as they possibly can, and they're just able to catch defenders out at times. Credit to them, it's been great play.
Great bump up there for Buddy RV. He's going to take a shot, but not able to find it. Just bounces off that top crossbar. Here's a great pass, though.
Aura just coming in on the side. This is really set up by all three members. Carter to Mason, Mason to Aura, and Pickens County. They're now scoring in style, working with all three members to get on the board here. 3-0 to them. I think they got this in the bag.
Put that one on the highlight reel, Pickens County. That was beautiful. And this is an organization, this is a school that prior to last year's championship, the school district had not won a state title since 1974. So the fact that these players able to come out, win one, possibly win back-to-back champions, this means so much for this school.
It certainly does. They're playing for their town. They're playing for their pride in that school organization. But they have done so well here today, both in this game and just in the series overall. They're just looking to wrap it up now. 60 seconds. They got to hold on.
That they do. This is a squad that their town can surely be proud of as they're looking to close this one out. It's looking like everything's coming up, Pickens, as this one hangs in front of the goal, but is going to get knocked away. Aura was not able to find the completion. Just 40 seconds left. 3-0. We may be looking at your back-to-back champions.
It is certainly looking that way. Forsyth just not really able to generate that offensive pressure. Pickens County have really dominated the end of this game here. They've maintained possession the whole way through, just dictating the pace as this one comes through for Mason.
And that one's going to be the final nail in the coffin. If a miracle could have happened for Forsyth, it's all but impossible right now. 4 goals in 20 seconds. I mean, if they could pull it off, I'd be willing to just give them the series right there.
Well, I think Pickens County might have something to say about that if that were the case. However, a really outstanding team goal. Again, all three players just looking to find and pass the ball to one another. It's really opened up the offense for Pickens County here. They're just going to ride this one out as they are soon to be your Georgia Rocket League back-to-back champions.
Once that ball hits the ground, that's it. The Green Dragons from Pickens County. Mason YT, Aura, and Cartar. What a performance from this squad.
Really, really strong showing overall. You have to say, so many great goals, so many different ways of scoring, right? In those early games, they really found the ability to score from deep. You know, they took long shots that found the back of the net. And then towards the end of that game 5 there, working with all three players to generate those passing plays in front of net. So effective in how they were able to mix it up on offense. you got to give them credit. They played really well today.
They absolutely did. Of course, though, Forsyth, didn't quite make it, but they had a great showing. They really made it a difficult run for Pickens. I mean, just constantly we saw that kind of stalemate. And when you see that, you realize both these teams are very evenly matched.
Oh, absolutely. Prior to this series, Pickens County had only dropped one other game. So this was only the second game they lost all season. So it's not as though, even though the series score 4-1 on the face of it, it may feel lopsided. These were really, A, they were close games, and B, this was the first team to really put a dent in Pickens County armor in a while.
And it really just comes down to Pickens County. In those clutch situations, the game of inches, they were always able to find that edge. Phenomenal performance by them, and congratulations once again to the Pickens County Green Dragons for winning not just one, but back-to-back championships. Let's take a look at how they got to that championship spot. As you can see, the Green Dragons sitting there in the coveted throne of the bracket.
Yes, and just taking a ride all the way to the top. They played so well throughout this entire season, and we saw the culmination of that effort in the end. I have to say, what I was really impressed by was both the individual ability on Pickens County and the team play. They were able to mix it up by using both individual mechanical skill and working together as a team to score. Some great highlights, in both styles of play. So really, really well done to them. A deserved champion.
Absolutely. They got to be feeling great after that one. They were out there at the Mount Vernon High School facility, a brand new esports facility specifically, for these players to be able to practice their craft and hosting the championships. So we got to give a big shout out and thank you to them. But hey, if you guys watching at home, did you have fun watching that? Maybe you want to get involved yourself, head over to playversus.com. That's playvs.com. And you can sign up your squad for the 2020 Spring Championships that are open right now. We just saw the Falls Championships being wrapped up. You could be on this stage one day. But that's going to wrap it up for us here for Rocket League. Thank you so much, Sabrina, for coming out and casting this with me. I will be back later with I Am Not Kiosk for some League of Legends action. Don't go anywhere.
Overwhelmingly, the support has been there with, man, I wish that had been available when I was in high school. I guess it was last fall, some of the students were starting to go, hey, can we get a gaming club going? And then word came down that our athletic director was looking for someone to coach esports. And I said, this is something that's right up my alley. I've always been in tune with the geek kids, the geeks, the nerds, whatever. That's my scene. That's what I was in high school. I mean, I've done it all. I've done computer-based stuff. I played World of Warcraft for about 10 years. 360s in the house right now. The main thing that I did to help find interested students is I told all of my classes, if you have friends who are interested, please send them this way, that anybody can join. I'm not gonna limit this. For our first season playing, we have come in at approximately 23 kids. I've got one full League of Legends team. I've got 3 Rocket League teams. That's where we started at, and I'm looking forward to it growing. To get started in this, it was let me learn about the games that are out there. Let me see what I need to figure out. And then I figured out that the kids are gonna know more than I ever will. The opportunity for any kid to be skilled at something and be able to have the chance to pass that knowledge on. To look at somebody else and go, hey, I realize I'm not gonna be here for more than a couple of years and we want this team to keep doing well. Let's get your skill up so that you can take my spot. Absolutely, that's part of giving the kids that bit of ownership in the sport. This is the first time we've done this at our school. How much of a legacy do you want to leave? Do you want to be the guy that's helping bring the next generation here at the school along, or are you going to be the one who's like, no, I'm the best and I don't want anybody else to challenge me? When I've got my lead for League of Legends going, okay, we're invading here, I'm marking the point, everybody get here, they're learning how to really work together and develop their skills that they're going to be able to use the rest of their lives. Here's your place where you can come in and be part of a team. Esports gives that kid who is a gamer that chance to be involved in the school and maybe help them develop more school pride than what they've had. They can say, hey, I was part of this. And that they now have the opportunity to letter in it gives them a reason to go out and say, hey, maybe I do want to buy that Letterman's jacket. Maybe I do want to build some memories about high school that will last and be worthwhile. Ultimately, being a coach is opening doors for students to find their way to belong in a school that they don't have through any other means. So let's grow it. Let's make the school a more welcoming place for everybody.